got something hot in the bob. We might pull up this spot on the block. Homie, let's talk.
Welcome to Let's Talk with Fins, the #1 hip-hop review show in Canada. This is my co-host,
MLB, and we're here interviewing Junk.
Word up. Yo, how's BC?
Hey man, BC's been a blast so far, bro. I love it. You know, it's a crazy difference between the Colorado Rockies and seeing the Rockies out here.
Truth.
It's all beautiful out here,
It's
man.
gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Hit that
man.
water. Hit those lakes, man. Hit that BC life going.
Oh, we're going to be for
Word
sure. So basically the first thing we want to know, man, and especially my viewers, they've been asking, just tell us really, like, who is Junk? Tell our fanatics who Junk is.
Fuck, that's a loaded question, bro. I'm just a dude that couldn't speak English when I moved here, like 20 years ago, from Germany and Italy. Like, that's where I was born and raised, lived in those two countries. And I was like bullied as a kid and shit. You can't speak, kids are fucked up. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's different. So I was like, So I like learned the English language and like through rap music and shit, and just like excelled and just wanted to push myself to this day. So just like utilizing rap as my safe haven to and refuge to like explode and just like communicate really how I feel and like master the craft of MCing. And like I switch up my style. Like I love being versatile. Like every verse, every project, within the verses, I switch up my styles and techniques and deliveries, and it's constant evolving of like mastering the craft, which I still haven't. Freestyling, I've definitely mastered the craft because I put like 20,000 hours plus in. That's
10,000 hours to be a professional.
I put in at least 20,000, bro. Like facts. But other than that, I just see myself as someone who loves the art form so much and respects it so much. Just want to keep it pushing and evolving all the time. That's like
huge.
That's who I am, and that's what I'm gonna always do. I just love the craft, and I'll always push to make it better and just push myself to be better within the craft and respect the culture of hip hop. And that's what I've been doing and will continue to do.
That's amazing.
Awesome. So with that being said, then back in the day, right? Like computers were just coming out, and
Netscape, Navigator.
Yeah, really. So like with it being a great asset, how back in the day did you push your music to get exposure?
Back in the day, I was just like Cool Pro Edit 2.0. I was just in the basement making Fruity Loops, Cool Edit, just making music and burning it onto discs and just selling them at shows. Like,
that's
like I
guerrilla marketing.
Oh, for sure. That was like before MySpace and shit,
Yeah.
So
oh
like,
my god, yeah, that's funny.
I'm in my 30s, so it's like that was like MySpace came out when?
Yeah, probably
15 years ago or something.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was 13, 14 making discs and like buying those 100 packs and just like burning all day, like load, burn.
They come in the thing with the
Toaster. Remember Toaster?
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking burning CDs on that. And I was just burning CDs, and then to be honest, like I kind of like grew up this place called Nelson, BC. It's a beautiful place, kind of like a hippie, grow pot fucking culture, wild like 60s kind of spot where the hippies moved to. And anyways, there's like a gold rush back in the day. Anyways, we ended up moving there from Europe, and then my folks were just like growing dope, and I was just like making music. But there was a big rave culture back then, 20 years ago, big. But I was into rap, so I was like, but like there was no rap shows and shit up there, so I was like, So I just went to raves with like boxes of these fucking burned rap CDs. Yo, you like rap? Oh, not really. Let me freestyle for you. And then put it in your CD, like sell them a few pills, freestyle for them. Put the CD in the CD player, everyone had that, and then just rap for like, and then they were just like, 5 hours of that. They're all just mangled, and I'm just rapping for hours. And that's really, I sold most of my old school CDs, like rap CDs, just at like raves and people's cars. I was like selling pills to, like, which I mean, I don't even want to say that, but I did. Fuck it, who cares?
Hey man, everybody has a past.
I was just a young little wild buck, and that was like my primary hustle of like selling and getting my music out there. So the whole rave scene was like, this kid's dope.
Okay.
So,
hey man, guerrilla marketing works, man. That's for sure. So yeah, man. So that's like early in your career too. That's dope. And you that's like 10 years ago. You also started doing like King of the Dot battles.
Dude, I think 10 years, maybe even 11 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was watching a few of them. I liked like you battled Aftershock.
I was the first.
Cody the Catch, I like that battle.
I was the first BC artist to battle in King of the Dot.
Oh, dope!
In Toronto.
I didn't know that. That's amazing. That's sick. Putting it on for out here, man. You know.
Yeah.
Charlie Feta.
He's my bro now.
That's a cool battle too. So what was your most like legendary battle though in your career, and why?
To be honest, it was none of them in King of the Dot. I think it was. Well, actually, that's not true. Maybe if we're sticking to King of the Dot, probably the one with Hungry. which was the first King of the Dot battle ever here in Vancouver.
Dope.
It was done like at a park on like 8th and Ontario.
So
Shout
you
out
had
to
to come
people.
hard.
Well, the thing is, it was the first one ever, and I was new to me, right? They were like, yo, there's this new battle league. So I watched it for like 6 months, and I was like, oh, this is crazy. And then like they're gonna start doing it in Vancouver. I was like, fuck, dope. So they give me the opportunity, and I had to I met up with this guy, Hungry. I was like, who is he? He was kind of another rapper from here, and so we just like kind of like head to head. And it was the first time I ever really met him, but it was the reason why it was so important. I took the W, but that's not even important. The important part is that's like one of my best friends. We made this group, Northwest Division. 7 years later after that, we made a group. And we have an EP coming out this year. Northwest, that's the first guy I battled, and he's one of my best friends in the world.
Sick.
And we're Northwest Division, me and him together.
And you just met at that battle?
We met at that battle.
Sick.
We kind of like, he was part of a crew. I just moved here, so I was part of no crew. I was like the
and
drifter.
that's music bringing people together right there.
It was,
man.
and so we made a group, and we have songs and videos with Ritz and
dope.
Psy, the Prince, and all the shit. We have so much music with so many dope people and toured so much, and that all came from that battle. So we really turned this like head-to-head competitive thing into like a friendship for eternity.
Amazing,
Yeah,
so super dope.
amazing.
So shout out to Hungry, shout out to Northwest Division. We just dropped that song with Flip De Niro like 2-3 weeks ago. That's the guy, Hungry. That's the dude I battled, and like 10 years later, here we are, like still dropping really dope music and just being friends.
That's fucking awesome.
So battle rap isn't all negative. So shout out to battle rappers that can like be friends and shit after.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah, that's lots of fun. I'm wondering if they're friends or not.
Yeah, no, of
They're
course.
actually repping their heads.
Some aren't, but it's like it's better if you are. It's like it becomes more competitive, entertaining.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man. So we touched earlier a little bit about like when you came to Canada, you were kind of getting bullied a little bit.
A lot of it.
A lot of it.
That's
yeah.
cool. That's why it made me so angry. That's cool.
And you know what? It's still kind of going on with children and youth. We have a global epidemic going on with mental illness and stuff, right? So a lot of hip-hop artists go through these issues as well. And we know you're a great battle rapper, but have you ever battled with your own mental health? And can you give the youth some encouragement?
I battle, of course, battle with mental health myself daily. But music really, this is cliche, but music is so therapeutic for me. That's why I do it every day. It's like I meditate 10 minutes a day. I do music all day long, writing, thinking, arranging, whatever. That really helps me just alleviate some of the like external. I've been going through like lots of personal shit this year. Everyone is obviously with COVID and that, but just like family shit's been really heavy in the last 5 months. So it's been really rampant, so I just turned up. Like I've been working out, eating healthy, and it's key to like just take care of your body and treat it like a temple and your soul. You got to fuel it with goods, like
positive.
Take in good things, give out good things. Like if you're eating cheeseburgers every day and fucking fries and like
it's true.
That's what you become. Nothing. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not hating. I love cheeseburgers, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, take care of yourself, like physically, mentally, like in nourishment and shit, and that can help a lot. But
big time.
If you are struggling, just turn to somebody, ask them, tell them how you feel. Communication is key too. Like I find that's why music is so key, because I can say whatever I want, get it out there, and then like reflect back on it myself. So I think the number one thing to do, other than like taking care of yourself physically and maybe eating well, is like just talk to your friend or someone. You gotta have one. And if you don't have anyone, then there's hotlines and shit, and then make some music, write a poem.
There's always people out there willing to listen, man. Always.
There is. So that's like
big time.
But if you're going through that shit, I hear you, because I go through that shit every day, and I'm in my early 30s. So it's like it happens to most of us, and it's crazy nowadays. Like
it's terrible.
Nothing is good enough. Everything is. I call it comparison culture. Everything is like, fuck, his chain's better than mine. It's that, and it's just nonstop, and it's like, man, that shit, it's crazy, bro. Like it's. That comparison culture is not good.
It's not good for anybody.
No one is happy with themselves. That's why everyone's got fucking mental disorders, because everything is, you don't have a six pack. He's got a better six pack.
You don't have a nice house.
Yo, like just fucking be happy with yourself. Start there.
Serious.
So,
dope.
Yeah.
So like me as an artist myself, I'm a rapper as well. I kind of put the music aside to kind of expose other people's music and interview all these artists. Yeah. But as an artist myself, I know. How hard it is to get to that moment when you start seeing like major stats and you start kind of noticing yourself blow up a little bit. So has that moment happened for you yet, and how did you react to that?
I mean, numbers, I do pretty good. Like I got decent streams. I'm not like fucking depressed about them. I live off my music, I live off my streams and revenue and merch and like shows. That kind of sucks, but which is dope, and to me that's success already, because I never had that in the past. But it would probably been like, I noticed that like 2016, 2017, touring with Snack when he signed me to Stealth Bomb at first. Touring Europe, touring with Onyx, shooting videos with Snack, making music. Shout out to that whole crew. Stealth Bomb, obviously.
Stealth Bomb.
But I just re-signed to them because I left for 2 years and now I'm back.
Yeah, with Stealth Bomb's like they got some animals on there.
Best underground rap label in Canada.
Stitch too.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man, Stitch is dope.
Stitch is insane.
Shout out to Young Stitch.
Oh, for sure. And
shout out to Young Stitch.
But as for it's been a slow, dude. I've been rapping forever, so it's like it's not like I woke up one day and it's like shit, and now I'm getting paid. It's been a 1 year it's $100 for a feature, then it's $250, now it's like $1,500. You know, like
you hear that, people? You hear that, people?
Just keep progressing.
And keep progressing.
Keep progressing. You know what I mean? I'm not an overnight success or anything. I'm not even where I'd like to be, but I'm also not where I was, and I just keep moving forward. And this goes back to like mental health. Be happy where you're at. You know what I mean? Like what I have, there's a lot of people that don't, and.
You gotta wake up every day.
But it's like, yo, if I look at Merck's numbers, a guy puts out a video, has 1 million views in 4 days. I put out a video in a month that has 30,000. I'm like, if I use that as a measuring stick, I might as well just go work in this coffee shop. You know what I mean?
There's definitely levels to the shit.
Yeah, there's levels and there's people and timing and who you meet and what you're happy with. It's all good, bro.
Exactly.
So I love to see people prosper that are in my corner, in my circle. That makes me happy, and I'm like I don't have a jealous bone in my body, bro. I love when people that are good people succeed, and that's it.
Okay, so professionally then, there's different levels of a spectrum with artistry, of course, within the industry. Now, as you're growing, you find your crew getting a little bit smaller and smaller.
Not mine. Mine's been getting bigger lately. It's weird.
Okay. On some scales, though, children and youth and musicians in the industry, they have to deal with a lot of shade, and a lot of them don't deal with it professionally. They don't know how to deal with that professionally, and sometimes it hinders their image. So what's sort of a way that all these artists can kind of deal with the shade from either their close friends or people judging them with their music?
I was saying this to shout out to my little brother, Neeks Up North, crazy rapper.
Dope.
He's got an EP coming out. I got
Say that name again?
Neeks Up North.
Neeks?
Looking up Neeks Up North, Neeks Up North. That's my actual brother, half brother.
Awesome.
He's fucking crazy. But I was telling him this the other day. I was like, I was just trying to give him a tip. I was like, the music in it, it's like when you go to work at a construction site, you go to work, you get along with, like, yo, pass me a hammer, give me that. You work with people, but they're all there to make money for themselves. It's just like that. Like, if you go in a studio, you might be working with 10 people, but it's just a job for them. They're trying to be there for themselves. Just because you're all hanging out and you're all dapping each other up doesn't mean that they're your friends. Exactly. It means they're there for a job, and which is okay too, you know what I mean? So treat it like that. Like, there's maybe out of 30 dudes at a construction site, 2 of them are your homies, that'll go to bat for you, and that's the same in a studio or at a show, or like there's 20 acts, 3 of them maybe are your bros, the other 17 are there for their piece, and they're gonna dap you up to be friendly and all that, but don't, that's how you can avoid this. Be friendly with everybody, but like, it's a job at the end of the day for people, and for a lot of people it's just a hobby, and they're just trying to like clout chase and just dick ride, which is like, so just make sure that and treat the music industry like a job, just because like when you go to work at Walmart, you might not like Cynthia that works with you at cash register too, but you got to work with her, you know what I mean? So that's how it is. Like, you might not like the producer that's engineering your shit at the particular moment, but you go home and you got your family and your tight friends, and you know what it is. Like, I think that's a really good, if you go into the music industry like that, it'll be easier for you to see, well, this guy never said anything to me until now, so it could be a fucking snake, you know what I mean?
Big time.
Or whatever, like,
big time.
Not necessarily, but just the music industry is the worst industry to get into. Like, you either gotta be insane like me, or just love it so much, or stupid, you know what I mean? So it's dumb.
You're either super smart or super stupid.
Make it work, but that's what it is. But just know that there's people that are gonna be close to you, but that's in a small percentage, and then treat it like a job. Treat it like a job. Like, you're not gonna like start fights with people at your site because you don't want to lose your job, but know that you might not like them, and they might not like you either. I went Australian there for a minute. They might not like
they might not like you too much.
But that's how I see it, and I think that's a good tip to give. I don't know.
Awesome.
Hey man, that's awesome. Great. So man, like, you're a super cool dude, bro. I'm glad that we can sit down, and it really means a lot. We've only had a few weeks to kind of get to know who you are. I messaged you a few weeks ago just to try to get to know who you are a bit. I've seen you've done a lot of things in hip hop already, and you've been around for a long time. What do you think your greatest achievement is for yourself so far, and how does that influence the rest of your career after that?
to be honest, man, this is gonna sound fucked up, and it's probably like leaving Snacks label and Stealth Bomb, I think was the best thing for me.
Yeah.
In 2018, yeah, I left 2018, 2016, 2017 with them, and then I left. It was kind of a weird moment for me, but I was like kind of mad depressed around then. But the reason why it was the greatest achievement is because I was able to like, okay, I'm off this label for my own personal.
Yeah.
I had to, and I made in one album 20 music videos, started a couple series and this, that, did like 8 tours on my own, booked everything, got my own agency, blah, 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 working with all these people. Then 2019 made 3 EPs, another 20 videos.
Oh my God.
I had like in 2 years, I did like 40 videos and 3 EPs, 1 album, and like 8 cross-Canada tours, 1 little Euro tour, all by myself. And the reason why that's my greatest achievement is just to show I could do all these things and really start the Junk brand as a business, and to do everything myself, manage everything, editing videos, hiring the right people that when I didn't know how to do shit, and just launch my own business for myself without needing a Snack or anything. And like that wouldn't have been able to do that without Snack, or maybe with that quick.
Their guidance,
but
and everything,
I needed to do that to show myself that I could do it on my own. And I did that, and then Snack's like, we're doing some new shit. I would love for you to come back and let's fucking make a crazy roster, and I got involved through that. So it was like proving to me and to other people I can just do this shit on my own, and just made me stronger as my own brand. And now linking with another platform that's much bigger than mine.
And self-confidence is a huge thing too. Like, and that maybe you needed that to get to leave that label and get your self-confidence saying, hey, I can do this shit.
Yeah, I mean, musically that was an issue. The issue was just the workload. Like fuck, 40 videos, 4 albums in 2 years with booking all your own tours, and like leaving construction and going to, like I was working construction full time, 5-6 days a week, and then still making all these albums and videos like on Sundays and shit, right? So it was proving to myself I could do the work, the business side of everything too, and handling all of it, and now here I am. So I think that to me was proving of my self-worth of not just the music but the business side of shit, you know. Actually incorporated my business, Junk incorporated as a brand. It's a business, legitimate, right? So it's like that was super key for me.
Yeah, that's a good step, man. When we incorporated our business, it was like
it feels good.
It's a good
feels
feeling,
good.
you know what I mean?
Feels good. It means you're like really dedicated. I don't know. For me, it might be a new one in 6 months. I don't know. I think that was a huge stepping stone into like really moving forward.
Dope.
So
awesome.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of a funny question.
Uh-oh. Okay. I hope the answer's funny too.
If your house was burning down and your family and your pets were all safe on the street, and you had to go back inside for that one item, what would it be?
Hard drive, all the music. Hard drive.
For sure.
Because I have all my old photos on my hard drive too, like the ones that were done with film from my family. I have them all like copied and put into digitized. So it's like I grab that hard drive. I'd have all my family memory photos, and I'd have all my music.
Amazing.
Lyrics, music.
Everything else does not matter.
I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
That does not matter.
Clothing and anything, none of that matters.
Yeah.
If my family's safe, we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Good answer, man. Good answer.
Hard drive.
So we, I feel are all teachers from our experiences that we go through. Like us as a human race, everybody can teach. Even if you're a negative person, whether you do drugs, whatever, anybody can learn from your experiences. Okay, so we're all kind of like teachers, and in this life we bring compassion to others through our music. As a musician, you as a musician, it's almost like therapy, like you were saying earlier. It's kind of weird. I wrote that in my question. It's kind of weird, especially for the listeners to go through what they're going through. So what teacher impacted your life and how?
I'm gonna go with like straight up a teacher in my high school.
Oh damn.
She just passed away like 6 months ago. Doreen Zace, R.I.P.
Rest in peace.
She was my English teacher in grade 8.
Awesome.
So it was like the first grade of high school. She was an English teacher, and she was, I made rap music already kind of before that, but like she taught me really how to write and structure things and think of literature in a way where it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And she made me, she had took a liking to me, and she was kind of like severe and harsh, but I respected her so much. Like I used to fuck around, and then I had so much respect for her because she was so dedicated, and to her abilities to teach and like the craftsmanship of writing.
Like
Yeah,
I was so into writing. I was like, you know what? I have to give this woman respect. So I was like, I became like really. Like became a straight A student in her class.
Good.
And then like a year in the grade 10, I was writing. I wrote the fucking. I wrote the school play that year, the one like best student screenplay of the year that year. And I was like wrote the whole play. It was wild. And she won all these awards, and it was like super.
The teacher did?
Yeah,
nice.
I won an award for like best written screenplay.
Cool, man.
It was cool. And so she is the reason why I really went crazy with like writing. Like my quadruple entendres.
What was her name again?
Doreen Zace. Rest in
Doreen
peace.
Zace,
Yeah,
man,
she
that's
just passed
awesome.
away. It was crazy. She was a beautiful soul, and I attribute her passion of writing going into me, like
amazing.
the deep writing where it's like, well, you gotta think about,
Cool, man.
Yeah,
you know.
wow.
So
Awesome.
I think
Love
like
teachers like that.
for real, she impacted me
man.
to
If our
this day.
sons got teachers like that,
Hey,
we'd
man.
be blessed.
Yeah, they're rare, but they're out there.
Awesome, man. And last question. We really want to know, like all the viewers were asking to ask me this you as well. They want to know what's coming up next. What do you got coming up, man?
Okay, well, I just started a new group, Umbrella Inc.
Okay.
We just put out our first single, Clear 'Em Out, a few
Is
weeks
there
ago.
an IG for that?
No, we don't even have an IG yet. Like we're so new.
Oh,
We
it's
just
new.
did.
It's
We
brand
made
new.
6 EPs in
Nice.
5 months.
Nice.
Wow.
And on one with a different producer, each producer, local.
Sweet.
Burn one who did all the Gucci Mane shit at the beginning and
Dope.
Pop the Trunk from Yellow Wolf.
Oh, nice.
produced that
That's
whole
one of my
EP.
favorite songs.
Mine too.
He produced that whole EP. We have a whole album with him. Burn
Nice.
one. Shout out to him.
Yeah, sweet.
But yeah, Umbrella Inc. We will have an Instagram soon, but we do have a song out. But yeah, we got like 6 EPs dropping in the next 6 months, and that's
Amazing.
me, my brother.
So that's something that you started.
It's me and 5 other people.
Cool.
So me, IR Evan, Neeks Up North, Charlie Bailey, John Payne, and Freelance Flint.
Nice.
They're all like East Van OGs, fucking,
Yeah, nice.
you know, like, and it's like trappy Atlanta sounds mixed with
We're gonna
like,
have to come
bars
back
and
one day and
waviness.
get all you guys.
It's
man.
wild. It's wild. It's super dope, but like it's a crazy like super group from Vancouver with a whole new 5 big sounds, and we put it all in a big gumbo pot of like bars and singing and melodies and shit. It's everything mixed.
Watch
into one.
out for Umbrella Inc.,
No, for
man.
real.
Y'all heard it here first. This is Let's Talk with Finn, sitting here with my man Junk. Hey, man, everybody tune in. We are in Vancouver. We're headed to the island tomorrow. Hey, man, everybody stay tuned, man.